Hello, hello, good morning, happy stormy Friday, and welcome to the Yoga Teacher Collaborative weekly live show. As per usual, I am here with you a little bit early today. It is just me today to give you time to find us, for Facebook to give you the notification of the live, so we will hang around a bit. So if you're here, let me know. I'm just refreshing on the computer and we're talking all things marketing, images, photos, the power of an image today. Elspeth, welcome. Pause Yoga, my love. Tell me your name. I see you're wonderful at engaging in the group, but let me know your name. Kirsty, welcome, honey. All right, I'm just refreshing, as I said, over on my computer. Not popping up here at my end. Just a tick. So since it is just us today and I'm not coming in from Zoom, I'm right here on Facebook, means I can see your comments. So let's have a chat. Let me know what is going on in your yoga teacher world. For me, this is my first week back after being off with COVID for a couple of weeks, and I've struggled, I'm not gonna lie. I taught about 13 classes this week, and it's taken its toll. It's tiring, this yoga teaching thing. Christine, good morning. Louise, good morning. Beth, welcome. Beth, you've been nailing your images of late. I've absolutely been loving seeing what you've been putting on social media. You're really putting some great stuff out. Alrighty, just a couple more moments before it's actually past and before we begin. Time for a sip of tea. Alrighty, let us begin. So welcome to the Yoga Teacher Collaborative. Welcome to the weekly live show. My name is Laura Green. I am a yoga teacher, a teacher trainer, and a business mentor for yoga teachers. I'm based in Southampton, where I teach a full timetable of classes, about 13 or so a week, plus retreats, events, and run teacher training and business mentoring for yoga teachers, with a clear mission to help yoga teachers to thrive by elevating our skills in the classroom and learning more about the business of yoga, so that we can attract students and keep them coming back so they really get the life-changing benefits of yoga. So far, these weekly live shows this year, we have had a wonderful selection of guests. We've had some amazing guest experts, and we have another guest next week. But today it is just me, and we are talking about the power of images. So images, yes, photographs, but more than that, any images you use in your business. So have a think, type in the chat for me, where do you use images? Where do you see images in the marketing or sharing of yoga? So let's have a think. You see images online on someone's website. So on your website, you will be using images. They could be graphics, they could be photographs, they could be stock photographs, but all over a website there is images. On social media, there is an image from it being your little profile photo. So Joe, your profile photos just popped up on my screen. So from your profile photos to the cover photos on your Facebook, to the photos that you're sharing as you're posting on social media. Same on Instagram, the little graphic that is your profile on Instagram, the graphics you share in your feed, the graphics you share on your stories. Then there is the images you put on flyers, the images you put on posters. Images are everywhere. And why is that? Why do we use images and not just write text? In the marketing world, when we're talking about text, we use the word copy. Marketing copy, the written word. So why isn't everything just in black and white writing? That is because people are visual. And you know that old adage that a picture paints 1,000 words, and it is so true. Everyone is busy. I think we can all agree that everyone is busy. And another place we forgot to say images is in emails that you send out. Okay, so everybody is busy. Whether someone is interacting with you online, whether someone is looking at your website, whether someone is looking at your emails, whether someone is looking at a flyer, whether someone is walking past a notice board with your poster, you are trying to attract their attention. And when we are trying to attract someone's attention, we are permanently competing. Okay. Now, you know I'm all about collaboration over competition. So it's not about competing with other people and other teachers. You're just competing with a human being's lack of time and busyness. So let's think old school, a poster up in a community center advertising your yoga classes. When someone walks past that poster board in the community center, they're doing something. Say it's a mum or a dad and they're going to the village hall to pick up their kid from the ballet class. They're walking past the poster board, but they're busy. They're going to pick up Flossie from ballet. You have to attract their attention to literally stop someone in their tracks as they walk past. And an image is going to do that a lot more than words. When someone lands onto your website, they're busy. They're looking to see quickly, does this website offer the service, the solution I'm looking for? And if they can't work that out really quickly, they're going to click off. When someone is scrolling through social media, we know this. Watch what you do. As you scroll, you're just scrolling until something pulls your attention. And it's always the images that do this. So images are important simply because people are busy and they're what attract our attention. Now, another reason images are really important is because they communicate feeling. When you look at an image, you have an emotional, feeling-based response, either conscious or subconscious. You have a reaction to it. You like it, it makes you feel calm, it makes you feel inspired or energized, or you don't like it, it turns you off, it's not your thing. People have a reaction to images. And the psychology of human buying behavior is that we make decisions about what we're going to spend our time and money on based first and foremost on feeling. I mean, this is buying psychology across all human beings. We make decisions, excuse me, based on feeling first and logic second. Even the most logic-driven people in your life will first of all make a buying decision on feeling. Does this feel good? Do I resonate with this person? Does this make me feel how I want to feel? And it's your images that communicate feeling. Okay. So images are used to grab someone's attention, to get a feeling, and to also communicate meaning. So remember, people don't really want to spend time reading, working something out. What is this about? What's this website about? They want to understand as quickly as possible the meaning. So an image where someone is there holding a yoga mat, that really quickly demonstrates the meaning of yoga classes. I've got a yoga mat, I'm going to yoga. A picture of a yoga pose demonstrates yoga. If you are offering a yoga course or a class that includes meditation, the picture of somebody in a classic meditation pose communicates meditation. If you are doing a yoga workshop or a retreat that includes journaling, a picture of you with a notepad or just a picture of a notepad and pen communicates journaling. And when we understand the meaning of something through looking at the image, it takes our brain a fraction of a second. Whereas if I had to read This yoga class includes yoga asanas, meditation and journaling. It's taking me a lot more time to absorb that information, and people are busy. So that's like 3 really good reasons for the importance of an image to attract someone's attention in the busyness of life, to elicit a feeling that is going to tap into why they should be coming to your yoga event, and to communicate more about the offer, what someone can expect, and what it is. Okay? And one last thing an image does is it communicates professionalism, what someone can expect. And people make judgments based on images all of the time, subconsciously or consciously. Got confused then. So if they see an image that is blurry, that's out of focus, that's not very good, subconsciously that is going to make a judgment about how professional that person is. Okay? But equally, if your images are really professional, really curated, really clean, almost clinical, that's going to make a disconnect with someone on how real you're coming across to them. Okay? So it's a blend of professionalism and real. And that also brings me into the balance of real life images and aspirational images. So you'll notice I share a blend of images that are just snaps from my phone, photos of everyday life, that's the real me. Not polished, not curated, not filtered, just me. So people get a feeling of that. But also I do share images that are taken by a professional photographer because they are more aspirational, inspiring. We do want this blend of being able to be inspired by someone and also seeing the real them. So it is a blend of both. Okay, so let's go into some detail. What is the purpose of an image that you are using in social media posters and flyers to promote an event? I'll see a lot of people will make a graphic, be that the whole poster, the whole picture, and they'll try and put, say, a picture on social media, all the detail onto that picture. So they might get like a square picture for Facebook or Instagram, and they might include a little picture of them on there, the title of the yoga class. So say it might go 6-week beginners yoga course. Then they'll put an image of them, and then they'll write in the graphic, 6-week yoga course for physical and mental stress relief, includes pranayama breathing, it's at Chilworth Village Hall, it's at 6 o'clock. They'll cram all of these words into an image. Now that's a little different if it's a flyer or a poster because the images are bigger. But on social media, where someone's just going to be looking at your image really on a phone and you've crammed all these words in, the text is going to get so small, the image so crowded, you will not stop someone scrolling. They will scroll past the busy messiness. So if you're using images to promote your events as something someone's going to see on a screen, keep your images clear, clean, and crisp. Same goes on on a website. Don't put writing over a photograph. Clean, clear, and crisp. Now that doesn't mean you can't put a title. So I might put an image that just says 6-week yoga course, and might have one photo of me holding a yoga mat, doing a simple yoga pose. It's going to be really clear, clean, and crisp. And then the supplementary information, how long is the course, where is it, what time is it, how much does it cost, that is all going to go in the accompanying post online, talking online, that goes with the image. Same with a flyer. On one side of the flyer, I want it clear, clean and crisp and attention grabbing. 6-week yoga class, picture of you, and then you can use the back side of the flyer to share the key information or benefits of yoga. But if your images are not clean, clear, and crisp, they look overwhelming and unprofessional. Okay? So remember, especially on social media, the purpose of an image is to stop someone scrolling. Okay? So this means when you're using photos, play around with them. We see the same yoga photos again and again and again. And when someone sees something again and again and again, it becomes like white noise. And they're just going to keep scrolling past it. So play with your yoga photos so they are attention grabbing. This time last year, it was coming up to Pancake Day. And I think I did an image of me in Anjali Asana, low lunge, holding a whisk and some maple syrup. That would stop someone scrolling. I've done another image when I was marketing my yoga classes on nurturing yourself as you would a houseplant. I think I did a photo of me in Malasana, garland pose, with a houseplant in front of me peeking through it. I did an image the other day where I was going, shh, and shared that in the Facebook groups going, shh, can you keep a secret? I hope you can't. My class in Whiteley's coming back. But the images are often fun, different, or attention grabbing. You'll see the image I used to share about today's live call. I had my hand right out like that in front of the screen. That was what you saw. It's different. Okay, so really pay attention to some of the images I share and that they're different. And now this comes on to taking your own photographs. Please put a comment in the comments in the chat if you don't feel comfortable having your photograph taken. I'm going to comment too. I don't like having my photo taken. So comment too if that is you. I don't like having my photo taken. I think very few people do. I feel, yeah, Christine's there. I feel silly. I feel self-conscious. I feel awkward. And if that's how you feel, that is what's going to come across in the images. And do you know what's made the biggest difference for me is taking my own photographs. So yes, I work with a professional photographer once every other year, normally. I'll book a shoot. Most of the time, it's me with a tripod and a clicker remote. Okay? Because I feel less self-conscious when it's just me. So I put my camera in the tripod. I have a clicker remote and I put my camera on timer. So I put it on like 3, 5 or 10 second timer, but I use a remote clicker. So I don't have to keep coming back to the camera and resetting it, okay? And then I'll either put on some music, something I like, and I'll just move and click, 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 click that clicker. And I swear I'll probably take about 50 to 60 photos in nothing more than 5 minutes. This is really quick with a clicker remote, and I'll like one of them. Or I'll hate all of them, and then I'll pick the 5 I hate the least and send it to a couple of my yoga teacher friends who will help me pick which is the best one. Okay? Other things that are really good about using your camera, your phone camera, is I use the front-facing one so I can see the screen. It's not as sharp as the back-facing camera, but it means I can see. So if I'm doing a photo of, say, Warrior 2, I'm clicking it with the remote, I can see if I'm wonky, if my hair's a mess, if I've got a double chin. I can see and adjust and correct. I can pull my top down if it's all ruched up. So take your own photographs. Lighting is important. You do not want the light behind you, you want it in front of you. So right now, if you look at me, there is no light behind me. My window is there, and I've got a ring light there. So the light is coming forwards to me, no light behind me, okay? That is really important. I'm using a ring light right now, but natural window light is the best. So window in front of you or to the side, natural light. If you want your images to stop someone scrolling, pay attention to your eyes and pay attention to your smile. Okay? We engage with people, we get that know, like, and trust through eyes and smile. Okay? So if you take yoga poses where the eyes are closed, you're looking away, or they're from the back of you, people aren't getting to feel that connection with you. So do come a little closer, especially if it's for a profile picture in Facebook or Instagram that goes in a little tiny circle. Come a little closer. Let people see who you are. Let them resonate with you. We don't need to look a specific way to practice yoga. Yoga is for everyone and everybody. If we think we are not thin enough, strong enough, pretty enough, whatever enough, young enough, older enough to have our images out there, we are not doing justice for yoga. If you believe yoga is for everybody, you have a duty to share you as a human that does yoga, to inspire someone else that is a similar size, age, whatever as you, to look at you and go, he looks like me. Maybe yoga is for me. We have to change the visual representation of yoga. I mean, if you go onto Instagram and search #yoga, you will want to bury your head in your hands. So what are you doing about it? I was watching a Netflix program yesterday that had a great line about hope. Someone said, well, we've always got hope. And this character in the Netflix program said, hope is waiting for somebody else to fix it for you. We'd all be better off without hope. So if you do not like the image, the aesthetic of yoga that is in the public domain, don't wait for someone else to change it. Put your images out there of you. So we change this demographic, we change the look, we change the aesthetic. It is our duty. Louisa said, can you recommend a clicker? Oh, Louisa, they're as cheap as chips, my love. Just go onto Amazon, or if you don't want to use Amazon, just search anywhere online for remote clicker. You normally can't get them on their own. I think if I've got one. No, because they are so cheap. They'll normally come with like a £9 Gorilla tripod and the clicker remote. So anything. They're Wi-Fi, Bluetooth connected to your phone, really, really cheap. Come with lots and lots of things. I really struggle, so Christine said, I really struggle to smile when I'm taking photos. Yeah, I do too, and I get this really like concentrated brow. Try doing it on your own. Put music on, think of something funny, think how does the yoga pose make you feel and how can you communicate that on your phone. And other thing you could do, this would make me feel more self-conscious, but if you have someone in your life that makes you laugh, or your kids or a partner, have them messing around the other side of the tripod, making you giggle at the same time. Okay, so let's just think, have we covered things off? Before you share an image, especially a photograph, stop and ask yourself, what is this image communicating? And are you happy with that? Okay. So what is this image communicating, and are you happy with that? Every single thing that is in an image is communicating something. Okay. So, I'll often just clear what's behind me, what's around me, because every single thing that goes in the image is communicating something. Your clothes are communicating something. Everything is communicating something. So I'm in my office here, but who doesn't notice what's on the wall behind me? You're trying to listen to me, but you can't help but notice. And everything there is communicating something. So before you share an image, are you happy with what it's communicating? Try not to use stock images because they look like stock images. They don't look professional, as in engaging. They don't look real. They look like you've just taken something off Canva. Use real images, replace them slowly over time. Make sure the image is communicating what you want, the values you want, with the people you want to communicate. And if you have been using images that you had taken 10, 15 years ago, does it still look like you? Okay. So I have seen this with a few teachers of late. I've been on their website and seen them. I got a feel of what they look like on the website. And then I've been to a class with them, and they're very different to the person I saw on the website, because they did their website 15 years ago and they haven't updated the photographs. We're always changing. I had blonde hair up until like 5 years ago. I've got to make sure my images are who I am now. And we do age, and age is wisdom. So keep your photos current and up to date. Christine's put, my cats will be there doing silly things. Yeah, and bring things of your life into your images. Okay, so I think that is us for today. Jenny's put, like online dating. Yes, I have never been online dating. I met my husband when I was 17, but I imagine. I imagine. Good. Change your profile photos. Change your profile photos. Make sure it's a photo of you. Make sure you look engaging, accessible, warm, friendly, eyes and teeth. And don't cover all of your images with loads of text. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today. Next week's session is really important, so just bear with me 1 second. And next week's session is really coming straight on from this. So I'm interviewing an author. She's not a yoga teacher, but she does yoga. I've known her for years, called Nicola Hummer. Because I've been thinking that things like sharing our pictures, this can bring up old childhood wounds of wanting to be liked, of wanting to fit in, of wanting to be popular. And yoga can really, teaching yoga can really trigger those wounds, where it's about how many people came to your class, how many people liked your social media. It can really trigger childhood wounds of needing to fit in, wanting to hide bits of our quirky personality, whereas you actually want to be showing up as your more authentic, true, quirky self. So next week I'm getting an expert to help us work through how we can heal those childhood wounds, become our more unbound selves, so we can share, warts and all, who we are. Okay, so I will see you next week with Nicola. I'm in the comments now, so any questions, put them there now. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, my loves.